your 2025 Cinderella team. Number 10 seed, Arkansas. This is the Slater Report podcast. Today's Wednesday, March 26th. I'm your host, Braden Slater, for today. Yep, I'm your host for today's show, and this is the Slater podcast. Sweet Elite Madness is the title of this week's episode. And before I jump into all the craziness that happened the first weekend of March Madness, I got some headlines for you. So let's jump right in. Starting off with the conference breakdown for March Madness. It was, quite crazy. SEC had 14 teams in to start the season, to start the madness. Half of them are gone. They're down to 7. The ACC had about 4. They're down to 1 now. Probably likely going to win the whole thing. Duke. And the Big 10 and the Big 12 both have 4 each. So, it's all 4 power conferences are all 4 in. Alright, and on to some college football news. Mike Gundy. He wants Bedlam back, but in the spring. Yeah, and I don't know why it italicized that. Anyway, I'll fix that. Mike Gundy wants to bring Bedlam back in the spring. He said yesterday that he would like to prefer to have 2 practices against his rival opponent, Oklahoma, in April, instead of holding a spring game. Alright? Oklahoma already has OSU scheduled, or canceled their spring game. OU has alternated or adjusted their spring game to do like a pro day kind of type thing to showcase skills. Kind of really a fun, kind of like the Pro Bowl, like the NFL Pro Bowl. But Gundy suggests that they go to Norman on April 12th, the same day Oklahoma's doing their Crimson Combine. And then they said, the next weekend, they can come to Stillwater and we can do the same thing, be like a home and home. Week after week. He also said that, hey, if they don't want to do, back-to-back, we could do annually. 1 year we go to Stillwater, the next year we go to Norman. And he said ticket prices, we could do like $25 base price. They'll make adjustments. And gate tickets, they'll split the profit between both schools, and it will go towards NIL. Sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, we already have Colorado. He said he got the idea from Deion Sanders, Colorado, for wanting to change the spring game to other teams. I think I saw that Syracuse is looking into playing against Colorado. It'll be fun to do OU versus OSU in the spring, and maybe if it works out well and some non-conference schedules open up, maybe Bedlam will be back in the regular season. Who knows? But, I think this is a good idea. Some people probably are like, I know some people are going to be like, this is a terrible idea. Are you stupid? Because injuries could involve. I mean, there are always going to be risk of injuries. Always. I mean, you can't prevent it. But, I mean, it's this fun way to get fans involved. I mean, what are the chances? I mean, there's the risk of injuries and the Crimson Combine and OU spring game. I mean, it's not as high as the normal game. I mean, they don't go full out in normal spring anyway. And also, there's risk of getting injured in practice, too. So there's that. So there's always a risk of getting injured. I think people are getting soft, and I think that this is a good thing. This is a great thing. I'm an Oklahoma fan. I do. I am, and coming from Mike Gundy, I like his idea. I don't say it very often. I mean, I like Mike Gundy as a coach. Yeah, he's from OSU. I got some family at OSU too. But, I like his idea. I think Oklahoma should take up on that offer, and also it shows that they want to bring, OSU is considering bringing back the Bedlam OU versus OSU football series. They do it in every sport except for football at the moment. I think it should come back. All right. Let's break down some madness. The first and second round of March Madness. Let's open up with, the tip-off of, I don't remember which game this is. It looks like BYU versus somebody. But, yeah. That's quite an opening. Lightning on the court right before tip-off. And then, So, 26 schools made a bowl game and March Madness this season. That would be Texas, Clemson, Tennessee, Oregon, Georgia, Memphis, Florida, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, UConn, North Carolina, Iowa State, Colorado State, BYU, Missouri, Michigan, Alabama, Louisville, Indiana, not Indiana, sorry. They did not make March Madness. Illinois, Baylor, Ole Miss, Duke, and Louisville. Wow. Or not Louisville, sorry, I said it twice. Liberty, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I had to name 26 schools. So that was that. And next one, here's a good one. Yeah, this shot going in with 1 second left. Couldn't believe it went in. Look at that face. Look at all their faces. They couldn't believe that went in. And, look at this coach. Liberty, coach getting into the official's face. Yeah, they're down 8 points here with under 5 minutes left to play. Oh, yeah, he was arguing about this call because some fan, right after moments later, some fan the announcers overreacted. This is dangerous! And it flew across the court, water everywhere. He said, it flew over the Creighton's bench. It really come for the side of the court from, like, the cheerleaders or whatever. And flew across. He said, this is dangerous. It's like, it was a timeout, and no one was really on the court. Yeah, it'd been dangerous if it was, like, live action and during the play, but, I mean, they got it cleaned up. Yeah, the announcers made it seem like a bomb went off or something. I guess I can't even say that either. Yeah, a little overacting. Also, High Point, student broadcast, they paid their own trip down here, and, huge congratulations to True TV and Mark Mendes for giving them a shout-out. Here is their reaction to it, because they, moments ago before this was taken, they were doing a brief shout-out for them. Was saying, they paid their own trip down here. They're amazing, probably one of the best student broadcasts out there. They're out there having fun. I mean, they're hanging in with Purdue. And then they go to a couple plays in the next TV break. They go back to them, and that is their reaction to them being on TV. So they got their moment to shine. And also, Arkansas won this game, and look at his face. He's staring right at the camera. How often do you see a coach staring right at the camera? Also, this guy. I don't know what to say about this, but that is quite a picture. Capture that. And, okay. I don't know really what's going on here, but, March Madness sums up in this one picture. Also, all right, here we go. It's first and 10, ball at the own 40-yard line. Patrick Holmes scrambling left. He passes it deep, and it is tipped. And it goes out of bounds! What a football move right there! That's basically my caption. I don't know why Nate Oates is climbing an imaginary chair off that for some reason. But yeah, what a football play right here. This is a basketball game in a football picture. I mean, what was that? It was a Hail Mary pass across the court. And they called a foul on this. I think it was just a loose ball. I don't even think anything has been called. I mean, he's going up for the interception, Well, not even intercepted. He knocked it out of bounds. What a football move. Sign him up on the football team. Number 11, I don't even remember who Alabama played in the first round. But, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know who. Yeah, I'm going to look it up. I don't remember who Alabama played in the first round. I must need to know that. I'm looking it up. Sorry. I gotta know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Robert Morris. Yeah, yeah. I don't think they have do they have a football team? Oh, no. What? No, they don't. They do. They do have a football team. They went 7-5 and overall 4-2 in conference. They're not bad. They're not bad in the Northeast Conference. They're not bad. They're not bad. They're the FCS. Sign them up. Yeah, I would give them, if I were the football head coach for Robert Morris, sign him up. Give him the scholarship, or have him at least work out. Have him at least work out. See how he does. I mean, well, put him on defense. I really think that is quite a stop right there. Seriously. I'm really roughing him up, but I really think he should try out for the football team. Number 11 on basketball for Robert Morris. Should try out for football. You heard it first here. What a save. And also, Maxwell! The same shot! Multi-screen! On everything. Also, this is actually a really bad photoshopping job. But, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. I probably should have done it off my screen and photoshopped a lot better. But, yeah, that's kind of funny. And, we really didn't have many upsets in the first round. The second round was pretty big, but this was before the second round started. But this is where I'll put the madness. If there was any! Yeah. And also, 2 Hall of Fame legendary head coaches going at it again. Going at it. This is the final seconds of the game. Arkansas pulled up the upset, knocked out St. John, and Arkansas will be playing. I forgot who they're playing. I'll talk about it later. But yeah, yes, Arkansas 10th seed. Technically, a Cinderella story developing here, but no one talking about a Cinderella team because they're from the SEC. But they have a chance to prove it. They have Texas Tech next, number 3 seed. All right, next clip. Here we go. This was the fun one. Yeah, so Wisconsin hit a 3, and I guess the CBS broadcast their button, which update the score. Their 3 button broke, and then instantly started adding more points. And what was hilarious is they tried to fix it by taking points away, but it got worse because it was overpowering taking away because it was going down and up, but it kept going up higher and higher and higher. And at one point, it got up to over 300. I think it was like 348 because I saw a picture of it later on in the week too. But yeah, and it wasn't just there because I think it was also linked to their score bug thing at the top. So here it is up there. It got all, yeah, there it is at 405. Yeah. Yeah, and it happened. They fixed it. They took it off. So we had like no score bug until the next commercial break. They thought they fixed it during the commercial break, back up, and then Wisconsin next 3, boom, it started doing that again. They took it away again. I think they finally fixed it. So they only happened twice, but that's weird that it happened twice. Yeah. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, Wisconsin. Yeah, well, what a comeback for BYU. BYU won this game, came back from behind. Wisconsin totally cheating. They had to take points away. BYU won this game. Big. Yeah, big upset for BYU. And it was quite an entertaining game, too. Also, you can't have chaos in college without having the Oregon Duck there. So, of course, you got to put Oregon in March Madness. I mean, they're not as great as they were in football. Or, I mean, they can win games if they want to. But, they were hanging in Creighton. Creighton didn't win, though. But, hey, the Oregon Duck doing Oregon Duck things. What is he reading? It looks like he's reading a book about people falling asleep as he's trying to fall asleep. And then the next shot, yeah, this is the women's tournament. Yeah, a couple days later, this is him getting in the face of the camera as they're playing Duke. Duke. Hilarious. And, flop alert. We got a flop alert on UConn. Flop alert on UConn. Also, I don't have the clip because I don't have the ability to play videos yet due to copyrights. But, yeah, Dan didn't say anything quite nice after the end of this game. He said something not right about the official towards Baylor team warming up, coming in after the game. Yeah, NCAA does not allow that, especially in North Carolina. They're saying it's an assault. Yeah, it is. So, UConn is now being investigated by the NCAA. Postseason ban, perhaps in the future. His coaching ability is on the line for the future. If that happens, who wants to play for this head coach now? And especially play for UConn when they're likely going to have a postseason ban. So it's possibly is, I'm the best head coach in the sport. Was this the last time we're ever going to see him coach a game in college? Very likely. We'll follow this story later on in the next couple of months. We'll see what happens. Knowing NCAA, it probably will take a year before a ban happens, or at least some kind of statement about it. But, yeah, let's jump right in to our Sweet 16 playbook. Yep, let's look at the bracket. What we got going on here? Oh yeah, let's look at the south side and the west side of the bracket, basically the left side of the bracket. Got Auburn versus Michigan. Gonna be a big one. Auburn won the SEC. Michigan won the Big Ten. Or, well, Florida won. I mean, Auburn won the regular season in the SEC. Michigan won the Big Ten tournament. So the SEC, the best team for the SEC versus the best team in the Big Ten going out in the Sweet 16, gonna be quite a game. Winner of that game get to claim that they are the best conference. We also got Ole Miss versus Michigan State. Ole Miss has been right along, right in the SEC, very competitive. They've been in the bubble majority of the season, but they got the slight edge. Michigan State won the Big Ten regular season. So, hey, if we could potentially have a Michigan versus Michigan State in the Elite Eight, I'm cheering for that right now. Sorry, SEC, but it's not going to happen. I think Auburn's going to win, but really love to see a rivalry game in the SEC, in the Elite Eight. Big Ten versus Big Ten. Also, the winner of the SEC tournament, Florida, will be playing Maryland Thursday, tomorrow, 6:39. It's going to be a big game. Maryland's been right in the bubble, too, anyway, but they got in. They're playing great. And the story of the tournament, Arkansas, 10th seed. They are having a blast right now. They're getting number 3, Texas Tech. And if Arkansas can get back Tech, oh boy, we're going to have, Florida likely going to beat Maryland. But, I mean, if Tech beats Arkansas, we're going to have Florida versus Tech. Going to be a game. Florida versus Arkansas. That's going to be quite a story. So, no matter what happens, that Elite Eight game, those Elite Eight games are going to be great. Alright, let's look at the right side of the bracket as we got Duke versus Arizona, 2 top teams in their conference, looking great right now. And BYU with that big upset over Wisconsin. They're now getting Alabama. Oh yeah, one of the best teams in the SEC right now. They're rolling through. They did get a little scared without Robert Morris, but they able to swing right by the second round. Houston, on the other hand, oh boy, they're playing well. They're playing great. Purdue playing great as well. They're not letting it happen again. They got a little scare in their first round in the first half, but since the second half in the first round got going, they really took off. Purdue is rolling right now. Yeah, they're really a boil maker right now. So Houston versus Purdue is going to set up for a really nice matchup. And also, we're going to get an SEC versus SEC in the Sweet 16. Who would have thought that? 14 teams in the tournament is bound to happen. Down to 7 now. Kentucky, Tennessee, going to be quite a matchup. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know who's going to win that game. Tennessee. I have a feeling Tennessee is going to win this game. Let's break down all the games, starting off with BYU and Alabama. This one's going to be a good one. Tomorrow, 6:09 on CBS. This is going to be a big one for sure. Because BYU, you know, like I mentioned earlier, they upset Wisconsin. A lot of people think Wisconsin probably should have won that game. But, hey, they were cheating with the scoreboard. So you got nothing to say. But Big 12 versus SEC, number 6 versus 2, Alabama. I'm sliding with Alabama here. But I think BYU will show up in the first half. I think they will play competitive. Now on the Maryland versus Florida. Florida's completely demolished Maryland here. I think if there's going to be one blowout in the Sweet 16, it's going to be this one. I'm sorry, Maryland. You had a good run. You made it to the Sweet 16, but you're not making it past Florida. Florida's on a hot run right now. All right, on to Arizona versus Duke. Yeah, this is going to be quite a matchup as well tomorrow at 8:30. Is the last ACC team gonna move on? We'll find out. I mean, Caleb Love, he sure is competitive, but he needs some help. When Arizona plays well as a team together and they help Caleb Love, Arizona could be a dangerous team. They could potentially pull off this upset. If there's one team that can beat Duke in this tournament before they get to the championship game, that team would be Arizona if they play on point. We'll find out tomorrow at 8:30. Moving on to Arkansas and Texas, our headline game for the weekend, or for the week, for the Sweet 16. Yeah, getting sweetened up in here. Arkansas versus Tech, gonna be a good matchup. For sure. Yeah, just like everyone else, I'm still shocked that our Cinderella story this year is an SEC team. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's true. Cinderella is an SEC team. Yeah. Really, it's kind of disappointing. But also, we're really setting up for some great matchups. I mean, we're getting like a true champion team for the first time ever. No Cinderella story this year. But, wow, it really is after the craziest, college basketball regular season. We're actually going to get a good, like, true tournament of the best teams in the Sweet 16. And heading into the Elite Eight. If Arkansas wins that game, boy, I'm going to go crazy. Ole Miss, Michigan State going to be a good one as well. Let's go moving on to Friday game, 6:09. Yeah, this one's going to be quite a matchup for sure. Ole Miss representing the SEC. Is another SEC team going to go down? And is the Big Ten going to continue their path? The Big Ten, I think, has been the most well-performing teams, well-performing conference in the tournament. They're, depending on SEC, yeah, they've been knocked out real quick. Half of them's gone. They still have the most out of all the conferences, but they've been knocked out real quickly. And majority of their teams have been played close. The most blowout games mainly have come for the Big Ten. And also the big buzzer beater have come from, like, Big Ten, too, as well. That's a good ones. And also, next up, Kentucky versus Tennessee. Gonna be a good one as well. 6:39 on Friday on TBS. Looking forward to this one. This one is gonna be quite a battle. We'll see. We'll see. Kentucky has been on the lower side. I mean, they competitive. They can beat teams if they want to. They've been beating the bad teams, but when it comes to beating the teams, the good teams, the top teams in the SEC, they tend to struggle and lose to them. Could be a big battle, good test. Kentucky tends to play well in these tournaments, so we'll see. And, oh yeah, I got one more. Michigan and Auburn. Yeah, if Michigan can pull off this upset, would love to have a Michigan versus Michigan State in the Elite Eight. Probably not going to happen. I'm rooting for it, but we all, I think Auburn's winning this game. They kind of fell apart. They really haven't been playing that great up to their standards this postseason at all. Not well in the SEC. I mean, they're still Auburn, but, I mean, compared to how they played in the regular season, they really have been outstanding in the postseason, especially the SEC tournament. Yeah, they've been winning their games. They really haven't had a good game, really good team yet in their conference. They're number 2, or they're number 1. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't put a 1. They are a 1 seed. I have them on here as a 1. I don't know why it's not updated. There it goes. Oh, it glitched for some reason. But anyway, yeah, I think Auburn's really gonna claim this game. But we'll see. Michigan has pulled us the big upsets before. Purdue and Houston, this was gonna be a big one. Representing the, that is not Tennessee. That is Houston. Yeah. Both these two teams are representing the conference. Big Ten, Purdue. I mean, Houston's also a 1 seed. What is going on with my graphic? I think Purdue is also a 4 seed. What is going on with my graphics right now? There we go. Yeah. Houston, they're at the top of the conference. Since they really joined, I mean, Houston, I guess you could say, they were in the Big 12, but still in the American Conference. You could say we have a Cinderella story on our hand, but they are the number 1 team. They are dominating the Big 12 this year. They're dominating the tournament. Purdue is going to be a really challenging team for them. They really are not the same team they were last year, losing to teams they probably shouldn't have lost to in the tournament early on. I think they have learned their lesson and really showed out. This is going to be quite a ball game. All right, and also, I think this is going to wrap up my show. It was really cool. Oh, it's just 30 minutes. I'll take it. Take a 30-minute show. Just talk about all the March Madness and the upcoming games this week. And I'll see you all next week to break down the Sweet 16. Get ready for the Final Four. Yeah, the next show, I'm going to be talking about the Final Four. Woo! This is going to be a great game. And then our NBA game of the week is Lakers versus the Pacers. You saw that my countdown at the bottom of the screen. So, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next week. This is the Slater Report Podcast.